welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So let us begin with the chapter number 6 of grammar, and the name of the chapter is verbs, right? So अब इस chapter में हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं about the verbs. So let's find out what are verbs. First of all, let's see this. Verbs are the words that express an action and tell us about what a person or thing is, does or has. राइट तो वर्ड जो है वो ऐसे वर्ड्स हैं जो हमें किसी एक्शन के बारे में बता रहे होते हैं जो एक पर्सन और थिंग कर रहा होता है राइट एवरी सेंटेंस मस्ट हैव अ वर्ब कि हर सेंटेंस में एक वर्ब जो है वो होनी चाहिए. Just like examples we have, Ritu is a good singer. Ritu sings a song. Ritu has a beautiful voice. Right? Next, let's move ahead. So, here we have the topic subject verb agreement. Right? So, let's talk about the subject verb agreement topic, which says the verb in a sentence has to agree with the number of the subject. कि एक सेंटेंस में जो वर्ब होता है उसको सब्जेक्ट के साथ एक डील करनी पड़ती है सेंटेंस में, राइट. वट एवर वुड बी द नंबर ऑफ सब्जेक्ट उसी अकॉर्डिंग जो सेंटेंस की वर्ब है वो चूज की जाती है. वी यूज द वर्ब इन द सिंगुलर व्हेन द सब्जेक्ट इज अ सिंगुलर नाउन और प्रोनाउन. कि हम वर्ब को उसके सिंगुलर फॉर्म में यूज करते हैं जब सब्जेक्ट जो है वो सिंगुलर नाउन हो या फिर एक सिंगुलर प्रोनाउन हो. We use the verb in the plural when the subject is a plural noun or pronoun. हम वर्ब को उसके प्लूरल फॉर्म में यूज करते हैं जब सब्जेक्ट एक प्लूरल नाउन हो या फिर एक प्लूरल प्रोनाउन हो, राइट. Hamid stops. They move. Grandmother doesn't have friends, don't think, right. The verb should also agree with the person of the subject. कि जो verb है वो पर्सन के सब्जेक्ट को भी मैच करना चाहिए, राइट. They have many beautiful dogs in the kennels. Mary has some tickets left with her. After that, collective nouns are countable nouns that refer mainly to groups of people or things. तो अभी जो कलेक्टिव नाउन्स हैं इन्हें काउंटेबल नाउन्स कहते हैं. वाई? बिकॉज ये रेफर करते हैं सिर्फ ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को या फिर ग्रुप ऑफ थिंग्स को. इन देयर सिंगुलर फॉर्म कलेक्टिव नाउन्स कैन टेक अ सिंगुलर और प्लूरल वर्ब. ये अपने सिंगुलर फॉर्म में कलेक्टिव नाउन्स जो है वो एक सिंगुलर या प्लूरल दोनों ही वर्ब्स दे सकते हैं. Collective nouns are often used with a plural verb when the group is thought of as consisting of separate individuals. कि collective noun plural verb अपने साथ तब लेता है जब हम उस ग्रुप के हर एक पर्सन को इंडिविजुअल कंसल्ट कर रहे हो, राइट. जैसे the staff over here is hard working. All the staff have left for the day, right. Next, when a collective noun is used in the plural, we use a plural verb. जब भी हम एक collective noun को यूज करते हैं plurals में तो हम उसके साथ एक plural verb यूज करते हैं. The herds of the cattle gaze in the meadow south of the city every morning, right. The teams were housed in hotels for the national games, right. Next, When the collective noun is used in the singular, we use a singular verb. जब भी कलेक्टिव नाउन सिंगुलर्स में यूज किया जाता है तो हम उसको उसके साथ एक सिंगुलर वर्ब ही यूज करते हैं, राइट? जस्ट लाइक अ shoal of fish is swimming in the lake. A bouquet of flowers is lying on the table, right? Singular verbs are used with words such as none, any, someone, everyone, each one, neither, either, and no one. Right? None of these plates is broken. Do you think any of these cups is cracked? Right? Now, the next topic is finite or non-finite verbs. Right? So, हम बात करने वाले हैं finite या फिर non-finite verbs के बारे में यहाँ पर. When a verb in a sentence indicates the tense and changes according to the subject, we call it a finite verb, right? कि जब एक verb एक sentence में indicate करे tense और change हो जाता है according to the subject, तब हम उसे finite verb कहते हैं. The form of the verb changes to indicate the tense of the sentence. तो वर्ब का जो ये फॉर्म है ये चेंज होता है इंडिकेट करने के लिए सेंटेंस का टेंस. इट ऑल्सो चेंजेस टू इंडिकेट द नंबर ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट इन द सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. ये चेंज होता है ताकि इंडिकेट कर सके सब्जेक्ट का नंबर एक सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में, राइट? So, in the present tense, it is like she serves a meal to the assembled guests. Or they serve a meal to the assembled guests. Right? Next, the past tense. She served a meal to the assembled guests. Present progressive. She is serving a meal to the assembled guests. Past progressive. She was serving a meal to the assembled guests. Present perfect. She has served a meal to the assembled guests. Past perfect. She had served a meal to the assembled guests. Right? Next. In these examples, the finite verb serve is used in different forms to indicate the different tenses. तो यहाँ पर जो verb है finite verb serve, उसके अलग अलग forms को use किया गया है अलग अलग tenses के according. However, the form of the verb assembled does not change with the change in tense, so it is not a finite verb, right? जो वर्ब असेंबल्ड का फॉर्म है वो चेंज नहीं किया जाता विद द चेंज इन द टेंस. वो टेंस के साथ चेंज नहीं होता है. सो इट इज अ फाइनाइट वर्ब. इसीलिए ये एक फाइनाइट वर्ब है, राइट? नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स आर ऑफ 3 काइंड्स: इन्फिनिटिव्स, पार्टिसिपल्स एंड जेरेंड्स. तो ये जो नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स है ये आगे 3 काइंड्स में डिवाइडेड है, जो कि है इन्फिनिटिव्स, पार्टिसिपल्स और जेरेंड्स, राइट? So, now let us discuss about the first part of the non-finite verbs, that are the infinitives. So, let's see what are infinitives. We use infinitives to join sentences. हम infinitives का यूज करते हैं ताकि हम sentences को join कर सके. So, they say, you can speak to him on the phone. Would you prefer that? Right? Would you refer to speak to him on the phone? Infinitives are of two kinds, the bare infinitive without to and the two infinitives with to. अब ये जो infinitives हैं ये भी दो तरीके के होते हैं. The first one is the bare infinitive जिसमें to नहीं होता है and the second one is to infinitive जिसमें to होता है. Now let's move ahead. The bare infinitive of a verb consists of the infinitive without the word to. तो जो bare infinitive है verb का उसमें infinitives तो होते हैं but they are without the word to. उसमें to नहीं होता है. They say let him decide or he must play, right? So we use the bare infinitive. हम bare infinitives कहाँ कहाँ use करते हैं? Let's see. After modals, just like will, shall, would, could, can, may, might, must, should and needn't, right? वहीं अगर हम बात करें examples की तो they are I can't agree with her on this, though I would like to help her. Next, you must finish your homework before you go out, but you don't have to rush into it. After certain verbs such as hear, see, make, and let. I saw him read the article and I heard him laugh to himself. I cannot make a tea. I cannot make you take this medicine, but you must have it. I can't let you go to bed on an empty stomach. When we use the verb with to, it is called the to infinitive, right? जब हम verb to के साथ use करते हैं तो वो कहलाती है the to infinitive. Just like we asked him to decide the matter. He offered to help out, right? Next, the to infinitive is used. अब to infinitive कहाँ use किया जाता है? Generally functions as a noun or a complement in a sentence. तो जो ये to infinitive है वो generally एक generally function करता है एक noun की तरह या फिर एक complement की तरह एक sentence में. Example, to operate this machine, insert a coin in the slot. Touch the screen anywhere to activate the program. Next, is used after verbs like hope, want, agree, and able. Next examples we have, we agreed to help them. Next, it is used after nouns or adjectives. ये यूज किया जाता है nouns या फिर adjectives के बाद. Just like the management asked the principal to decide. It was difficult to decide on the man of the match. Right? Next. Now we have the participles. So let's talk about the participles now. A participle is a verb that is used as an adjective and most often ends in ing or ed, right? कि participle जो है वो एक verb है जो use किया जाता है एक adjective की तरह और most often end किया जाता है ing या फिर ed पर. It expresses an action or a state of being. कि ये या तो किसी एक्शन की स्टेट को बताता है या फिर वो किस स्टेट में किया जा रहा है उसे बताता है. However, since they function as adjectives, participles, modify nouns or pronouns, right? क्योंकि ये एक एडजेक्टिव की तरह फंक्शन करते हैं तो पार्टिसिपल्स जो है वो मॉडिफाई करते हैं नाउन्स को या फिर प्रोनाउंस को, ऐसा भी कहा जा सकता है. दे कैन अकर बिफोर अ नाउन और आफ्टर अ नाउन और एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ अ फ्रेज. कि ये नाउन के बाद, नाउन से पहले या फिर एक फ्रेज के बिगिनिंग में भी यूज किए जा सकते हैं. जैसे कि द स्माइलिंग बेबी caught my finger. Tickled by the clowns and ticks, the children laughed loudly. Removing his shirt, Jack rushed to the sea. Right? Hmm. Next, there are two types of participles: the present participle and past participle. Right? तो दो तरीके के participles होते हैं, the present participle and the past participle. Right? Now, what are they? The present participles end in ing. तो ये जो present participles हैं ये end किए जाते हैं ing पर. He left, taking the book with him. Past participles end in ed, an, day, a, or n as in asked, eaten, saved, dealt, and seen. Right? And the examples are driven by the boy's passions for the game, the coach included him in the game. Alarmed by the sight of the crowd, the driver turned the car around. Right? Next, the thing that we have is gerunds. Now, let's talk about the gerunds. So, a gerund is a verb that ends in ing and functions as a noun. So, जो ये gerund है ये बिल्कुल एक verb की तरह काम करता है. Right? Is a verb that ends in ing, जो कि ing पर खत्म किया जाता है और function काम करता है बिल्कुल एक noun की तरह. It expresses an action or a state of being. कि ये एक एक्शन को एक्सप्रेस करता है या फिर एक स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग कि कोई चीज क्या है. However, since a gerund functions as a noun, it occupies the same position in the sentence that the noun ordinarily would. कि gerund जो है वो बिल्कुल एक noun की तरह काम करता है. Right? तो इसीलिए वो सेम पोजीशन सेंटेंस में ग्रैब करता है दैट अ नाउन ऑर्डिनरीली वुड, जो कि एक नाउन ऑर्डिनरीली करेगा. सब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट और आफ्टर अ प्रीपोजिशन. या तो वो सब्जेक्ट हो सकता है, ऑब्जेक्ट हो सकता है या फिर एक प्रीपोजिशन के बाद भी प्लेस किया जा सकता है. एग्जाम्पल, द बैटिंग लेट डाउन द साइड. This is the subject of a sentence. The side is known for its fantastic bowling. This is working as the object of the sentence. And the captain was upset with his team for the bad fielding. यहाँ पर ये use हो रहा है as the object of a preposition. Right? So, that was all about the chapter. I hope you all are clear with the verbs as well as its kinds and all the each and every topic that we discussed over here. So that was all from my side. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.